Hey guys, and welcome to my next reaction to Doctor Who. I think I'm going to be relatively on time this week, which is really exciting. I'm sorry that the first few episodes I sort of took my time with, but I feel like I caught up as quickly as I could, basically. So whenever you're going to be seeing this reaction is, I'm assuming, kind of how it's going to go, how you're going to be seeing most of the reactions from here on out. I don't know how long it's going to take me to edit or anything like that, but yeah, just so you guys know about that. Regarding the last episode, hilarious. I mean, I just felt like it was really funny. Those of you who have been following me for a while, you guys know that there's probably one episode every season that I like, and I think everything's great with it. I'm like, wow, I liked this episode. And then I hear what you guys thought about it, and like the general consensus is like, oh my god, this is the worst. This is the worst thing ever written in Doctor Who. I swear it happens with like almost every season. There's like one episode that I like that everybody else absolutely hates. But you know what? I'm not gonna pretend like I hate something or anything like that just because, you know, other people don't like it. But I just find it really amusing whenever it happens. So, you know, I like to keep you on your toes. All right, I'm excited to see what's gonna happen in this episode. Let's get into it.
Niagara Falls. Is there a better demonstration of the sheer power of nature? When I first saw this view, I was inspired to build my Niagara generator. Shall we begin? Observe.
Oh, wow.
But I did in fact receive a feeble electrical signal, and I calculate it comes from Mars.
Her face.
We have an emergency.
Oh my, that's an emergency.
Oh dear. How did this happen?
Oh dear.
Miss Scarrett, I've solved the riddle. Of course, there is no flaw with my machinery.
Yeah, but that might not be her.
Miss Scarrett?
Oh no. Is she dead? Or something? Or electrocuted? Or something?
What is it?
Hi!
I have no idea.
I thought the foreman went home.
Miss Scarrett, we need to leave now.
I don't know why that scared me.
Oh, hi. I don't suppose you've seen anything weird around here.
What is going on?
It's Mr. Brady. Run! Who are you? To go with the best way out of here. Here we go.
I am Nikola Tesla, and I assure you I have no idea.
Tesla. I knew you looked familiar. It's only Nikola Tesla. Who? Shame you're a big fat liar. We're off again.
What? What is that? Girl, you better jump. We don't have time. There's some laser. Oh, Ryan, I know, baby, but you gotta go. Okay, thank you. Okay, but that laser thing, it can't go through like a door. Or like, it doesn't seem to be doing damage to stuff around it. Oh no. Oh, hello.
We're not letting you out of our sights until we've worked this out.
I'm an American citizen.
Oh.
And you are trespassing in front of my lot.
Tesla's lab. This is going to be something special. I won't lie. I was was expecting more.
I believe you want to say this.
Why did he change his mind?
This is what you found in the generator. It's an orb of Thassa, but I've no idea what it's doing here.
Huh.
They built these orbs as a way to spread information, to send out among the stars, as a way to share their legacy long after they were gone. But maybe I can find out. I think it's been repurposed. I can't work out what it's doing
He
instead.
is losing his mind right now.
Is it your own design?
I made it, mainly out of spoons.
So you can understand how it feels. You know, when you have an idea and to make it real, I don't think there's any greater thrill.
I couldn't agree more.
It's like you were,
Out of place.
yeah.
Oh.
I keep my feet on the ground.
So, you don't recognize this?
Let's take this inside. That's what I propose with Warden Cliff, all of human knowledge shared freely.
Now that sounds like the future.
There's a problem, but uh-oh. Oh! Oh my! Okay, maybe it does do damage. Oh my goodness!
Something's wrong.
Oh, I should say.
Trust me, Mr. Edison. We're not the people you should be worried about. He is. What? Behind me!
What are you talking about?
Look, try it. Whatever you are, whatever you've come for, nobody else needs to get hurt.
Oh my god.
No time.
Are they all dead?
Look!
Oh. Oh, no, I don't want to see your true form. I'm good. I don't... Oh.
Yeah, it's not Edison. Tell Tesla, tell Dorothy, lock every door. Let her go.
Exactly. You don't have to hurt her.
Okay. Oh, no. Oh, no. Dennis keeps getting transported to... What the fuck? Are they like... Oh my goodness.
I was at home, you know, normal life, work, then boom, the doctor changed me on life.
I was the same before I met Mr. Tesla. Something normal, steady.
Doesn't seem so important.
Oh.
We'll get him back. She's good at impossible too.
Ryan. Oh, so lovely.
Work on what? Our ship, our weapons, everything.
I suggest we don't surrender to the giant alien scorpion.
You're right. I'm sorry.
We're in this together.
Oh.
Kill the story.
No. Wait.
Toolbox. Braxian bouncer.
Wait.
Now it's free. I'm gonna have to disagree with that.
Oh!
Nice space you've got here. Probably.
We require an engineer. I was talking, and he signaled back.
Angela?
I didn't know it worked. I do not see a need for you.
What? Oh.
I wouldn't go killing me and Yaz. Because Yaz can tell you what this is. It's a camera. Bingo.
Doctor.
Oh, yes.
Mr. Tesla.
That was good. I appreciate that. Get in the box, sir. Thank you.
I couldn't figure it out either. The the internal dimensions transcends the external.
Spot on.
Aww.
It is the choice you must make. Give us Tesla, or the planet and all who live on it shall die. It cannot be me or the Earth.
Oh.
It's killing Edison that they want you and not him.
You must all go. Let them take me.
That's not gonna happen.
I have to surrender
Aww.
myself. There's nothing else to be done. This is beyond me.
No.
If we generate one large enough, it could strike the ship like so.
Yes! High five. Too early.
At least I have ideas. You have filled the factory full of men
Oh!
thinking for you. I turn them from a sketch into real things people can buy. That's how you change the world. You're a man of parts.
Oh.
AC/DC. You two might be the greatest minds of the age, but is there any chance you can stop squabbling while we try and save the planet?
We need to move quickly. We have to prepare.
Voice of reason over there.
Old Tesla is still experimenting with his deadly tower. We're as good as fried if we stay outside. He's firing it up right now. No one is safe.
I mean, it worked though.
Prototype Death Ray.
Yes. Yes.
No, no.
It's just
Oh! Don't hurt. Do not!
get down, kid.
Oh! Oh my goodness. Yes, I don't, that's not gonna do anything. I mean, great effort, but girl. Ah!
Shield's working then.
Luckily.
There's too many of them.
Well, they may have superior numbers, but we have superior minds.
We just have to hold them off.
There's the
They're a high
spirit.
species. What's gonna keep them out then?
We are. Don't worry, this ain't our first rodeo.
You've never been to a rodeo.
You're not helping, Ryan.
Ready? Shields are about to drop.
Oh man.
What are they doing? Why aren't they attacking? Oh no.
Let's see what this thing can do.
Stay out of our land.
Oh.
We can't blast the ship because the Queen's no longer on it.
Shit.
You really are fragile creatures, aren't you?
If you want Tesla, you have to go through me.
Doctor.
When you die, there'll be nothing left behind. Just a trail of blood and other people's brilliance. No one will even know you existed.
Wow.
Have you ever seen a dead planet?
I've seen more than you can possibly imagine.
Oh, that bro.
I really still think I can be fooled by
Oh,
the
my
same
heart.
trick twice. And what are you planning to do with this?
Nothing, I just wanted you to take it.
Oh, damn. Oh.
The present is theirs. I work for the future. And the future is mine.
Wow. Okay, so the first thing that I wanted to mention, is that the villain, Queen, in this episode, reminds me so much, so much of the Alien and the Runaway Bride episode with Donna, and it doesn't she didn't look exactly the same, the queen in this episode, I mean, or anything, but it was so similar, right? And I'm just trying to think if they're supposed to be the same species, but maybe was that just me? Are they? Now I'm trying to remember the name, and I thought it started with an R, or maybe that was the name of the, I don't know. Anyway, that's the first note I wanted to make. Let me know if you guys felt the same way. It's been a while since I've seen, so I apologize if they are absolutely, but I don't think they are the same species. But very similar design if they're not. You know, I feel like very, very similar design. Going into the rest of the episode, I did like the putting an emphasis on the importance of science and discovery and hope for the future, and how, you know, great minds and inventions and thought can really help shape the future, and maybe sometimes not getting the recognition that maybe you deserve, or something like that. But I did, yeah, I mean, I really liked the actor who played Tesla. I really liked him because he seemed just so very passionate about everything that he was doing, and I just really, I think they cast him very, very well in this episode. A few things. There was quite a few, I think, great moments. I think there were very small moments for each of the companions in this episode. It wasn't an episode that really focused too much on the companions. I think it focused a little bit more on the Doctor, which was nice as well. But there were nice little moments. You know, I feel like Graham keeping Edison in check, Ryan with kind of he had a couple of sweet moments. I liked that they touched on an ordinary, normal life, and what it's is it worth ever going back to? And that's a theme that I feel like this show touches on a lot. You know, there's a lot of like extraordinary, you know, honestly, moments that you have with the Doctor, of any of the Doctors. And can you go back to that sort of normal life? Would you want to? And it's something that I think it's in the makeup of each of the companions to really decide. Obviously, there was the whole thing with Amy and Rory kind of wanting to settle down after a while, and Barbara and Ian being another example. I mean, they just wanted to get home, basically. And you know, I think that there's a lot. And I like that they touched on that, and I hope that they touch on it a little bit more and see how each of these companions feel about traveling for a long time or going back, you know, like Yaz with her family, getting a sense of normalcy, and how important it is to them or not important. I think that that's interesting to kind of look at. And there was some good moments with Yaz and Tesla, which were great. You know, obviously I don't think that the show very focused too much on the companions this week, but that's okay. A couple of moments stuck out with the Doctor for me, which I wanted to point out. The first one, when her and Tesla were talking about like the greatest feeling in the world is having an idea and like putting it into motion. That's not what they said exactly, but that's and her really bonding with his love of knowledge and learning more and putting it, you know, out into the world and everything. I just found that to be really, really great to see her really have that bonding with somebody, but also the brief little moment of, you know, where, you know, they talk about, you know, man, I'm really bad at recalling terminology of this episode. I don't know why. Of when the Queen said, "Have you seen a world decimated?" or whatever it was that she said, and they kind of a little bit call back to the whole Gallifrey thing, and I mean, probably plenty of other things. I mean, the Doctor is the Doctor and has seen so much, but I do like that. You know, I think within every episode, it's a brief moment in almost every episode, but it's a brief moment that we're going to call back to this original thing that I think we're going to touch on later on in the season. Maybe for the finale. Who knows? I don't know. But that something happened there. We don't know exactly what. We know probably, most likely, if the Master is telling the truth, it had to do with the Master, and that everything that the Doctor has known is a lie. And I like that we're having little bits of callback to that story. I don't need it to be fleshed out in every episode, but I like that, you know, they're keeping us informed. I like that a lot. It was definitely, I feel like the ending of this episode with the crescendoing of music has been kind of, I feel like the last two episodes have kind of been this very, like, hopeful, we can make a change, knowledge, kind of, it's how they've ended the episodes, with a very beautiful, hopeful atmosphere. I'm wondering if we're going to have any episodes coming up that maybe won't end on on that type of note. Maybe a more depressing note. Maybe, because I know the whole, I mean, like the message of the last episode was maybe slightly depressing, or the way that Earth ended up, but at the end it was like, you know, you have to be the best of humanity or whatever, kind of a call to action sort of thing. And this was not necessarily a call to action, but it was definitely a very hopeful moment with Tesla and everybody. So I'm wondering if we're gonna have some downers, you know, some things that maybe aren't going to be as happy of an ending or whatnot. Anyway, yeah, let me know what you thought about the episode, and I'm excited to be like caught up and getting this out to you guys quickly. I'm just really excited about that. So thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye.